Drishti IAS in this new program, Places in News, brings to you a pioneering initiative. By using maps, we aim to make it simpler for you to learn about geographical locations of important places that have been in news in the recent past. We will be covering 5 places for this session. They are Norway, USA, Israel, Macedonia, and Bangladesh.
Looking at Norway first, the Prime Minister of Norway recently visited India and also delivered the inaugural address at the Raisina Dialogue. The capital of Norway is Oslo. The Nobel Peace Prize is awarded in Oslo, Norway, in a ceremony held every year, with just a few exceptions since 1901, and the rest of awards are awarded at Stockholm in Sweden. Norway is a constitutional monarchy and parliamentary democracy, the head of state being the monarch. Norway is Europe's northernmost country and the Arctic Circle passes through it. It has land borders with Sweden, Finland and Russia, and it shares maritime borders with Denmark, the United Kingdom and Iceland. It shares the Scandinavian peninsula with Sweden and Finland. In addition to the mainland on the Scandinavian peninsula, Norway also owns the Svalbard island chain in the Arctic region and 3 islands in the Antarctic. The Svalbard Global Seed Vault is the world's largest secure seed storage, housing the world's largest collection of seeds. Norway's coastline is famous for its fjords, which are sea inlets between steep cliffs. Though Norway declared itself neutral during the First and the Second World War, it was nevertheless invaded and occupied by Germans in 1940. After the war, Norway became a member of NATO. It enjoys one of the world's highest standards of living, having topped the Human Development Index of 2018. This is in large part due to the discovery in the late 1960s of offshore oil and gas in the North Sea and the Norwegian Sea. Its sovereign wealth fund, the Government Pension Fund Global, is the biggest in the world. Norway is one of the Europe's most mountainous countries and dominated north to south by many ranges of the Scandinavian mountains. From October to March, one can see the magical and natural light show, also known as Aurora Borealis or the Northern Lights. Norway plays an active international role. It has mediated between Israel and the Palestinians, as well as in the Sri Lankan conflict, and has participated in military action in Afghanistan and Libya. Norway is not a member of the European Union, having voted twice in 1972 and 1994 against joining. It is a member of the European Free Trade Association, which also includes Iceland, Liechtenstein, and Switzerland. Through the European Economic Area Agreement, Norway, the European Union, and the other EFTA countries form the European Single Market. Norway is a member of the Arctic Council.
Coming to the next places we'll be discussing, they are USA and Israel. The United States and Israel have officially quit the UN's Educational, Scientific and Cultural Agency UNESCO. Looking at USA first, its national capital is Washington, D.C., named after the founding father and the first president of the United States of America, General George Washington, while D.C. stands for the District of Columbia. In the early 17th century, settlers moved here from Europe, established colonies, and displaced the native people. The settlers fought for their independence and attained independence from Britain on 4th July 1776. Located in North America, it is bounded on the north by Canada, on the east by the Atlantic Ocean, on the south by the Gulf of Mexico, and on the west by the Pacific Ocean. The United States is a federal republic comprising the District of Columbia, 48 coterminous states, and the state of Alaska at the northwestern extreme of North America, and the island of Hawaii in the mid-Pacific Ocean. Apart from this, the United States has 16 territories, 5 of which are inhabited permanently. These are Puerto Rico, Guam, the US Virgin Islands, the Northern Mariana Islands, and the American Samoa. The bald eagle is the national bird and symbol of the United States and is a protected species. USA is the third largest country in the world after Russia and Canada. Interspersed throughout are the Great Lakes, the Grand Canyon, the majestic Yosemite Valley, and the mighty Mississippi River. Great Lakes are a chain of deep freshwater lakes in the east-central North America comprising Lakes Superior, Michigan, Huron, Erie, and Ontario. The country is divided into 6 regions: New England, the Mid-Atlantic, the South, the Midwest, the Southwest, and the West. European settlers came to New England in search of religious freedom. The Mid-Atlantic region includes industrial areas and has cities like New York and Philadelphia. The South includes Alabama, Florida, Mississippi, etc., all of which struggled after the Civil War, which lasted from 1861 to 1865. The Midwest is home to the country's agricultural base and is called the nation's breadbasket. The Southwest is a beautiful, stark landscape of prairie and desert and is home to some of the world's greatest natural marvels, including the Grand Canyon, which is one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. The West is diverse, ranging from endless wilderness to barren desert, coral reef to Arctic tundra, Hollywood to Yellowstone, which has more geysers than anywhere else on the world, including the Old Faithful, known for erupting at intervals of between 45 minutes and 125 minutes. Major mountain ranges include the Rocky Mountains and the Appalachian Mountains. Major rivers are Mississippi, Missouri, Colorado. The United States is the world's largest economy, and America has the largest coal reserves in the world.
Coming to Israel. Israel was also in news because recently the Teen Murti Chowk was renamed as Teen Murti Haifa Chowk in the memory of Battle of Haifa fought during the First World War. In this war, Hyderabad, Jodhpur and Mysore Lancers were part of the British Indian Army. Haifa is a port city located on Israel's Mediterranean coastline. Jerusalem is the seat of Israeli government and its proclaimed capital, although the latter status has not received wide international recognition. Recently, the controversy again came into light when US President transferred the embassies of US from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, which is a holy city for 3 of the world's major religions: Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Most countries have their embassies in the Israeli city of Tel Aviv. Israel was officially declared an independent state in 1948 after the UN approval of a plan to divide Palestine into a Jewish and Arab state. Israel is a country in Western Asia bordered by Lebanon to the north, Syria to the northeast, Jordan to the east, Egypt to the southwest, and the Mediterranean Sea to the west. The Palestinian territories of West Bank and the Gaza Strip border it to the east and west respectively. The Dead Sea between Israel and Jordan is the lowest point on Earth's surface. The water is so salty and rich in mineral deposits that no plants and animals can survive there. Sinai Peninsula is the northeastern extremity of Egypt and adjoins Israel and Gaza Strip on the east. The Sinai Peninsula is bounded by the Mediterranean Sea to the north and Red Sea to the south. The principal drainage system comprises Lake Tiberias, also called the Sea of Galilee, and the Jordan River. Jordan River, forming the border between Israel, including the West Bank, and Jordan, links the only bodies of water in the country, that is the Sea of Galilee and the heavily saline Dead Sea. Golan Heights, a rocky plateau earlier located in the southwestern Syria, was annexed by Israel in 1981. Israel treats 80% of its domestic wastewater, which is recycled for agricultural use and constitutes nearly 50% of the total water used for agriculture. Germany gives Israel around $500 million a year in compensation for the losses suffered by Jews during the Holocaust.
The next place that was in news is Macedonia. The official name of Macedonia in the United Nations is the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia, or FYROM. It was in news recently because the Parliament of the Republic of Macedonia voted to change the country's name to the Republic of North Macedonia. Macedonia agreed to change its name after signing the Prespa Agreement with Greece in June 2018. With this agreement, a long-standing dispute between the two countries came to an end. The dispute was that the region of Greece bordering the Republic of Macedonia is also called Macedonia. Neighboring country Greece has objected to its name and said that it implied the Macedonian Republic's territorial aspirations over the northern region of Greece. The capital of Macedonia is Skopje. Macedonia is located in the southeast Europe at the center of the Balkan Peninsula. It is bordered to the north by Kosovo and Serbia, to the east by Bulgaria, to the south by Greece, and to the west by Albania. It is one of the successor states of the former Yugoslavia, from which it declared independence in 1991 amid the Yugoslav wars. Macedonia is a landlocked country, but it is a major junction of communication routes. In particular, the Great North-South route from the Danube River to the Aegean and the ancient east-west trade routes connecting the Black Sea and Istanbul with Adriatic Sea. The Vardar is the longest and major river in Republic of Macedonia. Lake Ohrid was declared as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is estimated to be around 4 million years old. Shared with Albania, it is regarded as one of the oldest lakes in the world. Mother Teresa was born in Skopje, now the capital of Macedonia. Alexander the Great, whose empire extended from Greece to India, was king of the ancient Greek kingdom of Macedonia.
The last place we'll be discussing in this session is Bangladesh. Bangladesh was in news because recently general elections were conducted there. The incumbent Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina won and in process became the longest serving head of the government in Bangladesh. The capital of Bangladesh is Dhaka. Formerly East Pakistan, Bangladesh came into being only in 1971 after a bitter war between India and Pakistan. Bangladesh is bordered by the Indian states of West Bengal to the west and north, Assam to the north, Meghalaya to the north and northeast, Tripura and Mizoram to the east. To the southeast, it shares a boundary with Myanmar. The southern part of Bangladesh opens into Bay of Bengal. The international boundary between India and Bangladesh is the longest among the boundaries shared by India with other neighboring countries. Bangladesh, a nation of rivers, is in a sense a large delta comprised of three significant rivers, the Ganga, Brahmaputra and Meghna. Ganga, after being joined by Brahmaputra, is known as Meghna further downstream, ultimately joining the Bay of Bengal. The Ganga river is known as Padma in Bangladesh, while the Brahmaputra is called Jamuna. Significant portion of the Sundarban Delta lies in Bangladesh. Home of the majestic Royal Bengal tiger, it is the world's largest delta and also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Bangladesh has slipped at the second position in jute producing states after India. Nonetheless, it remains the world's largest exporter of jute fiber. The Chittagong port of Bangladesh comes under the policy of string of pearls formalized by China. The string of pearls is a geopolitical theory of China creating a ring around India through development of military and commercial bases in the countries of Indian Ocean. Some of the other ports on the list of China-backed ports are Gwadar in Pakistan, Hambantota in Sri Lanka, Marau in Maldives, and Kyaukpao in Myanmar. Bangladesh is also part of China's One Belt, One Road initiative. Dhaka, one of the most densely populated cities, also hosts the Secretariat of the Regional Intergovernmental Organization, BIMSTEC. BIMSTEC constitutes 7 member states, 5 deriving from South Asia, including Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Nepal, and Sri Lanka, and 2 from Southeast Asia, including Myanmar and Thailand. Its national anthem, Amar Sonar Bangla, was written by Rabindranath Tagore, and this song became popular during the Swadeshi movement in the backdrop of Bengal partition in 1905. That is all for this session of Places in News. Hope this video proves helpful in your preparation. See you next time with a new set of places.